will have to mute my TV show then. That sucks.
Hmm. All right. Yeah, I think it's started now. So, um. Oh. Yeah, there's no original host here, guys. There's no Vandalia. It's just me, MarioTube Uno. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. So yeah, let me start off this podcast like he would in remembrance. It
What the
is
fuck?
Feb.
You kill him?
It is February 28th, 2017, and you're watching episode 48, or no, season 5, episode 48. Well, it says it says 48 on the picture that he provided me with, but I'm just going to say episode 8 just in case, since the title also says that, of Talking Time with Caffeine. Did I not tell you, Schnick? Or did he not tell you?
What did he tell you?
Well, since you're wondering, I'll just explain it too. So, Vandalia decided, well, not decided, but he left me in charge of running this podcast tonight, because he has to do something at McDonald's. I think he said something like his people who made his schedule messed up and moved a couple things around, and they made it so then he had to work tonight. So he can't be the original host tonight, but I'm the technical producer. So that means I'm the host today. And also, no What's Up 279 for some reason. So I guess we'll go without What's Up 279.
What?
Oh, and apparently... Oh, apparently, according to Vandalia that messaged me on Facebook at 5:39 today, you have at least 2 ideas for topic.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I guess we could start with you.
Oh, start with me? Okay. Let me unplug the phone, bring it away.
And also, this is gonna last an hour because I have to do some other stuff for someone else as well, so this is gonna end at 9 my time.
To number 9s. Okay, so you get to see me eat pasta again.
Yay.
All right. Briefly, because I'm almost out, as you can see.
You're almost out, like you're almost done. You're done.
Almost done. Yep.
Oh, I thought you meant like tiredness, but that works.
Let me see. Let me go see the topics I suggested to him. All right. So, 2 topics I suggested. One is where you complain about all those YouTube celebrities getting free Nintendo Switches, unless you're over that.
Oh yeah, that.
And then the topic I have for myself is bad experiences ordering stuff online.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I do have my own, but since you have your ideas, I want to start with you since mine is going to be a long story.
All right, so...
Oh, what the hell? Yeah, just keep talking.
I got plenty of experiences ordering stuff online that were not good. I'll start with... I'll tell a few stories because most of them have a happy ending. Should I just start with the one that was completely bullshit?
Yeah, you should start with the one with complete bullshittery.
Alright, so around the time of my birthday, I believe in give or take 2013, 2014. No, it's 2014 because I was trying to order an Xbox 360 game. So I tried to order an X-Men game called X-Men: The Official Game for the 360. And by the way, I am going to be playing that on YouTube eventually. So I I noticed that the 360 version was pretty expensive in comparison to like the PS2, GameCube, and I think there's an original Xbox version too. But I wanted the 360 version mostly because of better graphics, an easy achievement list, and whatnot. So, yeah, the 360 version was like super expensive, like $15-20, as opposed to like the 1 cent that you would have to pay for the other versions.
1 cent? Like
Yeah,
literally 1 cent?
Well, plus shipping, but
Wow. That's down.
there's plenty of games like that on Amazon,
Oh, I didn't know.
especially sports games.
Or
But
sports.
so, anyways, eventually one copy popped up on Amazon for $8, and I thought that was a nice deal. And I order it, and I'm informed that it's placed in the transit, like Amazon tracking.
Yeah.
1 month later, still says in transit, no tracking updates.
Oh. Well, that's fucked.
And the thing is, most other stories of stuff like this happening have a happier ending, because in that I actually got responses and things were worked out. This jackass never responded. I asked, hey, where's my game? No response. Excuse me, I ordered a game about a month ago. Could you please? Well, I didn't say it like that. But yeah, no response. Eventually, I contact Amazon to see if they can do anything about it. All Amazon does is send an email for me.
Wow.
And they basically held him up at gunpoint, figuratively, and said, please tell him the location of the package. Doesn't budge to that either. Eventually, I just had to file a claim on Amazon, which is like something you should only do as a last resort because they only let you file so many claims to prevent you from abusing the system.
Yeah.
And yeah, I filed a claim, and that's the only way I was able to get my money back. I checked the seller page, and there were other people complaining that they had to do the same thing.
Scammer.
Like right after me. And of course, there were still 5-star reviews popping up at the same time too. Probably from fake accounts from the seller. The best guess I can have is that because here's the thing: the seller basically stopped selling items shortly after. I can only assume that he set up that account and basically just took the money and ran. And just abandoned the account altogether, explaining why there was no response.
Wow. That was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to pay in money pack?
No. Just
what? No money pack cards?
No, yeah, I paid with what little Amazon gift card money I had left, but then I promptly got it back in time for my birthday.
And then got more gift cards, right?
Yeah, for my birthday. Though that X-Men game I didn't get until much, much later when I eventually came across a copy at a GameStop for $10.
But then you realized you didn't want to be a shitty X-Man.
No, I don't want to be a shitty fucking Mad Cat X-Man.
Oh.
I'll gladly be a regular X-Man. Oh, sure. So, there are I do have a few other stories that have happier endings, but they're more curious.
What do you mean by curious?
Like, the results varied each time something like that happened.
Wow.
So these are all Amazon ordering experiences, though maybe there's an eBay. No, yeah, there definitely was an eBay involved in this, funny enough, but... So, on 2 separate occasions that are years apart, one when I first got my N64 back in 2012, and one actually this Christmas that just passed. The first time I was trying to order a controller pack for my N64 since I didn't have one. And the exact same thing happened after I paid for it. It was just listed as being in transit, and the package never came.
What the fuck?
So I messaged the seller saying, "What the fuck? Where's my thing?"
Did you actually say what the fuck?
No. That's basically the message I sent. Like, where's my stuff? He actually responded saying, "Oh, I don't know what happened to it. You know what? If it doesn't show up, give it a few days, and if it doesn't show up, we'll send you another one free of charge." That's exactly what happened, and they sent me another one. That one showed up. You know what my dad said?
What?
My dad said he forgot. My dad claimed he forgot to ship it, and he used the "oh, we don't know where it is" as a kind of excuse.
Wow.
Well, that's what my dad claimed. I don't know if that was actually true.
Your phone's vibrating.
Oh, it's my phone because my video team text messaging as to what we're doing tomorrow.
Huh. Interesting. I actually have a topic. The topic I was mentioning has to do with video teams and all that in my
God.
class.
But can we stick with this topic for now?
Yeah.
I'll remind you if you forget. But
Okay.
So yeah, the controller pack came. All's well as that ends well. A very similar situation happened this Christmas when I tried ordering a PS1 memory card.
Oh,
because I found out that PS1 memory cards came in more colors, and I found that they had a green colored one.
They can't wait. First party ones?
First party, yeah.
I didn't know
I'll
that.
even show it to you when I get back home.
Wow, I did. That's amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Whoa. What about PlayStation 2?
I don't know about PlayStation 2, but I found out they had red-colored PlayStation 2 memory cards. And for Christmas, I ordered a red PlayStation 2 memory card. And for PS1, I got a green one. And do you see what I did there?
Oh my god. Huh.
You know what it is?
Christmas colors!
Well, it wasn't that, actually.
What? I thought red and green were Christmas colors, aren't they?
They are Christmas colors. In fact, that's something that I unintentionally did. But what I really did was representing the greatest hits boxes. Like, you know how PS1
really?
greatest hits games were green label, and how PS2 greatest hits games were red label?
Oh, that's okay. I see. I see
Yeah.
what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, actually. Oh my god.
Everyone says that greatest hits games look ugly. They look fine to me.
Ugly!
Just give me a fuck. Just give me a fuck. No, you haven't seen Ugly until you've seen Shrek Extra Large. There you go.
Oh my god. No, you haven't seen Ugly until you've seen the worst RPG ever. That's ugly.
Oh shit. Wait, is your friend still there?
My friend, no, he left a long time ago.
Oh.
Left like the 20 minutes ago. In fact, I asked him if he was able to stay or like what his deal was because apparently he was trying to get a hold of his parents to figure out if he's staying or going, and he eventually figured out that he had to go. So,
Wah, wah.
all right, continue your story so then I can get to my topic faster
Alright, so,
because this is a long one.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of stories that could happen. In fact, I thought you were going to tell some.
I was, but mine was a long story.
Just try to summarize it then.
No, I don't want to summarize. It's an epic,
Well-
grueling story about my struggles.
What?
Yeah, never mind.
Well, alright. So, I ordered the PS1 memory card. I found out the PS2 card came fine. The PS1 card was MIA in a similar fashion to the controller pack.
Wow.
I messaged the seller. I go a couple of days without a response. So I started to get worried, and I was like, oh my god, I really wanted that card. And then eventually I do get a response saying, "Oh, we're sorry, it didn't make it on time. Give it a few more days, and if it doesn't arrive, we'll give you a refund." And that just made me upset because, oh wow, the controller pack people sent me a replacement, but now they're just going to refund me. But thank God the card came the next day.
Wow.
So that was good. Then we have probably the most extensive, long drawn out story of how long it took me to get a game. So this time I was trying to order a double pack on the Xbox 360 that contained Kung Fu Panda and Lego Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I order it. What I get in the mail is a Tiger Woods golf game.
Wait. Wait, what?
Oh, seriously, that's what I got.
Oh my god, what the fuck? That's... Oh my god, what the hell?
I messaged the seller, figure out what happened. Turns out, oh, who's knocking at my door? Hang on a minute.
Okay, well, since I'm the only other person here, and it's just me and Shnicky, and no What's Up 279 for some reason,
Okay.
oh no. Someone coming to my door?
Yeah.
Well, we could talk about people coming to each other's doors, I guess.
So you have a
Another
baby
topic?
shower. Participate, you have to donate an item for women and children who are in homeless shelters in New Haven.
Okay.
All the things that you can and can't bring are on the back of the invitation. So like what you can bring is like diapers, wipes, bibs, things like that. You can't bring toys or stuffed animals.
Okay.
We'll give you a reminder like a week after spring break so that it's not like a week away and you're like, oh, I didn't get anything. It's not until April 4th, so you have plenty of time to like find something to donate. Even if you don't want to go to the program itself, donating would be great.
All right.
Okay? All right, let your roommates know about it.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, talk to Cassandra and I, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a great night.
I think we're safe.
All right, I'm coming back. Did you see that?
I didn't see it, but I heard it. Do people come to other people's dorms and actually do that?
Yes, they do.
What the hell? That's bullshit. Dude, you should buy a sign that says no soliciting and just put it on your door. I mean, dude, if that happened, I would definitely put a no soliciting sign on the door, because I wouldn't fucking put up with that. I'd be like, thinking in my head, are you fucking kidding me? Why are you standing here right now? I don't got time for this bullshit. You should be asking people, like, while the school is going, not fucking while everyone's in their dorms. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, like, the thing is, I don't usually like going to parties and all of that, so.
Well, that was fucking weird. Also, someone by the name of Autumn Cullen says, LMAO, maybe it was Kung Fu Tiger Woods.
Oh my god. Well, anyways, so, I messaged the seller to figure out what happened, and she tells me that she received the Tiger Woods order at the same time.
Yeah?
And she mixed up the packages. Some other guy got my game, and I got his.
Wow.
So, thus began the process of having the both of us ship our games back to her so that she can put them in the right envelopes and then send them out to us.
Huh. Wow.
She gave us the option of just shipping the games directly to each other's houses, but the other guy didn't want to do that, so.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you mute me out or no?
No.
Fuck.
What?
Because I basically don't want people outside the podcast here to get involved because I don't know.
How are they gonna get involved? They don't even know what's going on.
I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for having them unwillingly appear in public on a public podcast, but I think we'll be fine.
They won't. I'm sure your school won't know what's going on, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so is that all your stories, or is there more?
I mean, there are more, but don't you have one?
Yeah, I have mine. I think I should explain mine now.
Yeah, I don't have any more that are more interesting than that, so.
Okay, well then, as for my story, so this is an interesting one. Let me start with how I met the actual person that I am working with to help his group out. So basically, in short, what I remember is that his group was having a hard time, and I guess he came up talking to me about it, and then I showed a bit of concern, so I started talking to him, and then after like a while of talking, we basically started a friendship, really, and then I continued talking to him to establish the friendship, and eventually, after a few days, it actually goes really well, and we actually managed to make pretty much a friendship at that point, which was really cool. So, after I noticed that his group not doing so well because his group would basically put themselves on or behind everyone else because they'd argue about stupid stuff like, oh, I want to be this character, no, I want to be this character, and all that stupid crap. So, he'd have to figure out what the fuck they were going to do, and then eventually they'd film. And time goes on, and it's almost like the end period of all of our projects. And literally every group is done except for his. And I previously told him at one point that I'd said, hey, if you need help with editing, just tell me and I'll help you with editing, since I've been doing editing stuff for like 3 years now, so I think I know a thing or two compared to like everybody else in the classroom. I'm not saying I'm better than everyone else, but I mean skill level wise a little bit, yeah. Not to brag, but and of course he needed my help because his group basically got done filming today, so I figured, oh fuck, his group needs help desperately. So I decided to, we decided to take all the footage they got and put it on Google Drive so I can access it later. And then he came over to my apartment later today, and we started working on it. We get to a point where we basically say, I basically say, the main idea that you and your group had, we're not going to get this done by tomorrow because the teacher wants everyone's done by tomorrow. So I tell him, your original idea is it's not going to be done by tomorrow because of a lot of factors, and one of the main factors was that certain clips he shot, the time limit is about 3 minutes, and a couple of his clips easily goes over 3 minutes, and that's just one. And it's not because of outtakes, no, it's like the whole thing. So it's even more complicated, but we eventually figure everything out to an extent. And I just say, we need your group to have something by tomorrow, so I suggest that we make this as a trailer, since, we could basically have the video however we like, so I say we should just make it a trailer, and then that way you don't have to ask the teacher to buy more time because you'll already be presenting something, so then all we have to do is just you know, work on the project or the original idea until it's done after we make the trailer version of it. And yeah, so basically my job now is that well, actually it's funny because now it's two people that left me in charge of. Wait, why is my camera not showing? What the hell? Oh, I see, yeah, because Schnick's cam went off, so I guess I'll take mine off. So basically, I'll take Schnick's camera off too, because it's showing an ad. Basically, two people left me in charge of two different things, and of course, I'm in charge of being host for this podcast, but now I'm also in charge of making sure that his group has something to present by tomorrow. And I told him that I would make absolute sure that it's done by tomorrow because I am showing concern for his group. I truly am. But I think I can have something done for his group by tomorrow. As long as it's a trailer, then we're fine. And then, of course, everything else goes from there. But yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta do. It's a whole fuckload of shit. And what makes it even harder, too, is that for some reason my high school has to have, like, this required test being put on, I think, sophomores, or no, not sophomores, juniors and seniors. And it's a required test because basically it's a test that will determine if we graduate high school, and it's fucking stupid. It's like 100 questions, and I have to do the test actually tomorrow, surprisingly, so that leaves more complications. And I'm thinking, well, fuck, I didn't even get a chance to, study any of it, so I basically, as long as it's easy, I might pass it, but...
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard everything you said. I just had to clean a plate. That's why I shut off the webcam and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I basically have to wing the test, and the sad thing is that I don't even know how retakes are going to work, because I don't know if we're allowed, like, a retake, like, 1 or 2, or if we're having no retakes at all until, like, the next year. I don't fucking know. It's kind of stupid, though, because it's like, why should we have to take this test required when basically we're going through high school and everything we're doing is required already, and everything we're doing is basically already going to determine if we're going to pass or not anyways, so why do we need this extra bullshit thing? Like, what's the fucking point? It's not like they're... I mean, what I glanced at so far, or at least when I first got it, it didn't seem like anything that the fucking school that I'm at right now is actually teaching us. It's just some fucking random bullshit. Like, are you kidding me? And this is required, mind you. So, it's fucking stupid. It really is fucking stupid. And, like I said, I don't know if I'm able to take a retake this year or not. So, I don't know if I'm going to have to wait till next year. And if I have to wait till next year, I don't know if they're going to change anything, so then you can't, like, study the test over the year. And what's stupid is that I don't think anyone was even told of this. I don't think anyone was told this, so I don't know if this was, like, a recent change from, like, some fucking, like, something with the state, or if it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, you're going to have to take a required test, and it's basically going to determine if you're going to pass high school or not.
You're not gonna pass high school. Hurdy, hurdy, hur.
Yeah, if you're like in senior year and you get that test incorrect, and yet you have like all strays and all your other classes, guess what? You're getting a middle finger because you don't get to pass fucking high school. All because of one fucking test. It's bullshit. So basically, what they're saying is that we have to take a test that's required to pass high school. So if we pass the test, then why couldn't we just graduate high school early? if that's the case. Because there's literally no point. It's like, if you fail the test, you still have to do high school like normal. If you succeed in the test, then you get to, I don't know, graduate the year or graduate high school early, because the required test basically determines whether or not you graduate anyways, so it just doesn't make fucking sense, and it's adding more bullshit than what's necessary to the fucking school year. It really is, and it pisses me off. Oh my god. Dog's barking.
Stop fucking barking.
Stop it. Stop it.
Now you're doing both at the same time, fucking barking and fucking farting. Now she's got to scratch her ass more because she's making herself too itchy.
Wait, what, Schnick?
Trying to quote you from Shrek Extra Large. What do you want from me?
Everything!
Arnold is going to throw up!
Wait. Is that lava under the ice? Yeah. What the frick?
No, it's really... Wait, was that lava under ice? Looks like it is. What the frick?
What do you think is your favorite reaction of mine to anything?
It has to be stuff from Shrek Extra Large, no contest.
Really? Not even my video with the shit off Siri bullshit?
That one's a contender, but I honestly think your Shrek Extra Large freakouts are better.
Extra large. Oh my god. What's your second favorite from Extra Large?
Honey, an extra what?
What's your second best from Extra Large for me?
So there's your moments from the you describing how you tasted puke was good, but I think another good one you had was let me think. Oh yeah, when you were licking the trying to get to the Tootsie center of a Tootsie Pop, and then you decided to bite into it, and you're just like, oh, and you're like, great, now I have puke in my mouth and my mouth hurts. I blame Shrek for everything.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't even remember a lot of what happened when I was in the episodes, honestly. Well, maybe it's because of partly the amount of time we had to wait for the things. The fucking, what's it called? Holidays. Oh my god. Yeah, we had to wait for the holidays. That could be partly I don't remember. Also, I think another reason is, I don't know, maybe I was tired or something.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
And anyways, actually, speaking of school bullshit, there's actually a substitute that I had yesterday, and he was an interesting one, to say the least. So, yesterday at the time, I didn't notice exactly how rude he was being, except for, like, the very beginning of the class, but everyone else in that class said otherwise, so I'm like, oh, I guess I must have not realized how bad he was or something. So, like, what happened was... Well, let me put a little context in this first. There's a guy that's special, I guess you could say. I'm not exactly sure... Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how special he is, but he's special to an extent. I don't really know him. In fact, I don't even pay much attention to him because I don't know. I just don't. Just like the rest of the class. But yeah, there's like a guy that's special there, and I guess and like when the substitute was calling out for attendance, everyone else was saying here, but the special guy, raised his hand, I guess, and the teacher made like this rude, what's the word I'm looking for? Not remark, but a rude gesture. He was like that kind of, and I'm just like, oh well, that was kind of fucking rude. So there was that, and then according to what pretty much all the girl students in there, apparently he was being sexist. So I must have not paid full attention, but I do agree that he was being somewhat sexist, from what I noticed at least. But I think what would happen is that every time a girl in the class would go to turn in something, he want to see the actual work. But then every time a guy turns it in, they just turn it in and they don't get called out on to go check the work.
Ah.
Fuck, I'm trying to remember what else he did specifically. I don't know. I guess the main problems was that he was just sexist to the girls in there, and he made the rude gesture to that special person. Oh yeah, it was kind of funny because during class, the phone rang. He goes to pick it up. My class is a math class, but when he goes to pick up the phone, he calls the class special ed. And
Special ed.
Special
Reminds
ed.
me of a canceled episode of Ed, Edd n Eddy.
When I heard that, I'm just like sitting on that desk thinking, what the fuck? What?
What the fuck, Shrek?
What the frick?
Yeah.
No, seriously though, I was just sitting there, fucking, like, did he make a mistake? Or did he make a mistake, or did he assume this was special ed because of that one person? I don't know. I think it was because of that one person being special, he called it special ed, because I noticed that while he was talking, he only said special ed, he didn't correct himself. So, I mean, I'm just going to assume that it was because of that one person that raised his hand and didn't say here, specifically. So, I guess that's why he called it special ed. But it's kind of like, are you fucking kidding me? Special ed. Special fucking ed. Why would you be in a special ed class but you're teaching math? That doesn't make sense. And plus, would this kind of math really be understandable to actual, like, autistic people? Or people with mental problems in general? Like, well, maybe not general, but, I mean... Well, I guess what I mean by general is, like, generally what you would find like, the kind of students you see in a special ed class is what I'm trying to say. Like, would you see people generally in a special ed class, like, being able to understand this kind of math? Because I mean, for some of them, I probably wouldn't say that. So...
Yeah.
It was a weird fucking situation. In fact, I'm actually going to make a video about it at some point. Schnick, remember the video I made titled I think it was either the tale or story, I can't remember, but it was the story of Miss Cunt.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm going to make a video, or it's going to be called The Story or the Tale of Mr. Cunt. So it's Mrs. Cunt and Mr. Cunt.
Oh my god. So, the sequel.
Literally a fucking sequel. Oh my god. And again, it was a substitute, so I don't have to see him ever again, unlike Brandon, where he has to deal with his history teacher that's bullshit all the time.
Yeah, he told me he wanted to start cutting class, and I told him no. Don't do that, because here's the thing, if you want to go to trade school and all that, you gotta pass. I think, anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I were to skip a class, I wouldn't just straight up not show up. No, how I would do it is I go to the class, I wait a little bit, and then after a while, I don't know how long, but I have to make it look believable, or seem believable. I'd ask if I could use the bathroom, and then they tell me yes, hopefully, and then I go to the bathroom, and then just not come back until either like when the class is almost over or when the class is over. And it really depends on how many times I do it and when I do it and how long I wait for. It really depends. Oh, and also another tip, to not get caught, actually use a bathroom stall. Because,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because I'll notice that typically some people will like say, oh, I need to use the bathroom, and then they're caught standing outside the hallway getting in trouble. So my idea is that if you're going to go to the bathroom, then, or you're going to say you're going to go to the bathroom, then actually use the bathroom, but like just sit on the toilet, use up a stall, but just sit there and fucking do whatever, I guess, or whatever you can at least.
Fuck.
And that way you'll actually look like you're using the bathroom and not get caught outside the hallway. It works wonders, actually. So, but like I said, you have to make it believable, because if the teacher catches on to what you're doing, then you risk them not allowing you to actually use the bathroom anymore, which your plan would be fucked at that point. So that specifically, that's what I would do if I were to skip a class. Yeah, you'd have to deal with the teacher for a while, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're gonna avoid a class, do it right and do it without getting in trouble. That's just.
I'll skip classes, period, not on purpose anyway.
Well, there was only one situation I've had so far where I'd actually. Well, then again, no. There's only one situation where I implemented it. There was two situations where the second time I could have implemented it, but I don't think I specifically chose to. Just tell them last night was chalupa night. Oh fuck. That's what Autumn Collins commented, by the way. And
What? Oh my god, wait.
Autumn commented, just tell them last night was chalupa night.
Chalupa night. Oh god.
Yeah. Let's see.
Then let him die.
Yeah. The two situations that I was talking about, though, was one time in, I believe, 6th grade, which I think is the start of middle school, if I'm correct. I went to a really bad school. And also, Huh?
Were you still like heavily autistic back then?
Oh yeah. Actually, I was just about to mention that to keep everyone in mind that back then I was more autistic than I am. I'm not nearly as autistic as back then. Not by a long shot, but
you're still complaining about people getting free Nintendo Switches.
shut up. So,
oh god.
So fucking I was more autistic when I started high school, and I was put in a special ed class. At the time, I didn't understand that, or I didn't understand what a special ed class was, because I never heard of that in elementary school, because I guess my elementary school never had one. So, at first I liked it because of how easy the work was, but then as the year went on, I slowly started to hate it more and more. Mainly because the students in there. Most of the students were fucking hell to deal with. In fact, one of them would get so pissed off that he started throwing tables and chairs, and it was so bad that the teachers would have to fucking call the school police, or, well, the policeman working at the school to get the fucking student and get him out of there.
You know, you just reminded me of one time we had a special ed student in 6th grade.
Yeah?
His shtick is that he would bang things on the desk. Like, he'd look like this. No, seriously, this is not to offend the guy, like, downplay the guy or anything, but he looked like this.
Oh my god.
And then anytime someone tried to take it away from him, he'd just be like, trying to take it back.
Okay,
And then
actually,
one
I
time
need to
he
get.
decided to mix it up by taking random sheets of paper and just ripping them.
What the
One
fuck?
time he got a hold of a worksheet I needed to do for English and just started ripping it.
Oh my
Funny
fucking
enough, do
god.
you remember the Mario Party DS commercial?
I don't think I've seen it at all.
Yeah, like there's a song, like there's like this hip hop sound in it that I forget the name of, but I can show you after this video. But yeah, someone was like singing along to the commercial as he rips up my sheet.
Well, I need to get something to demonstrate what
Want me to?
one
Do you want me to
autistic.
play the commercial?
No, don't do it, cause of. Aren't you afraid of copyright, Schnick? You don't want to do Nintendo Let's Plays yet. You're willingly enough. You okay? What the fuck? Let me retry that sentence.
Not my channel.
You're not okay. Let's.
Sorry, man.
Oh my god.
Hold the fort because I gotta go to the bathroom.
What? Okay, fine. I gotta look for something real quick. I think I know where it might be. So let me look for that thing really quick. And you're probably not gonna see my webcam because Schnick's webcam. Yep, there it goes. It went bye bye. But okay, I need to find one fucking thing. I need to find like an ID. Let's see. But basically, what I'm going to use the ID for is to explain one person that had to be in my normal classes, and I hated that because it's like, what the fuck? So, there would be one thing in particular that this student would do with his ID, and it would be annoying as fuck. That is if I could find said ID, well, my said ID. Fucking kidding me? Oh, wait. What is that? Oh, that's... Fuck. Oh, wait. I found it. Come on. Aye, there we go. I got it. I got it. Well, great. Well, Schnick's not back yet, so I can't really show it, but basically, this kid was really fucking stupid. I really hated him at the time, and I would actually be considered a bully to these people because, oh, you gotta treat the special ed kid with respect and all this bullshit. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? And it's funny because I was on the same boat technically. Like I was in a special ed class. I was fucking this and that. Except here's one thing. At the time specifically, I didn't like to label myself, and in certain cases I still don't like to label myself, but I mention it anyways because I guess it should show how much growth I've had or something, I don't know. But basically at the time I really hated to be labeled as autistic. I wanted to be a normal person to speak. So I couldn't say that I was autistic or I was in a special ed class myself because I don't think I even knew what to do, to be frank. So I pretty much had to write it out the hard way, and I would always get frustrated and a lot of times pissed off because it's like you got this kid in a normal class that should be in a special ed class like me, surprisingly, and he would do the most stupidest shit ever, and yet nobody else hates that but me. And then those people would hate me for it, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And it's stupid too, because there was one situation in particular where he was actually legitimately being a problem. There was one time where I think it was a science class. Yeah, I was in a science class, and despite me, I think I was right next to the speakers, or at least nearby it. I don't remember. Actually, I don't even remember where I was specifically. I don't know. Well, let me rephrase that. I was sitting somewhere. I was sitting nearby a projector, I believe, and I don't know where the location of the speakers was. but the speakers were apparently turned up high, I think. I don't know. And yet, despite that, I couldn't hear the video because guess what? The autistic person was talking a lot. It was so bad, actually. It was legitimately so bad that I asked the teacher to tell him to be quiet because I asked him multiple times to be quiet, and guess what? He still talked. So I asked the teacher, and the teacher was telling me that I was the one who was being rude. It was so fucking stupid because I legitimately could not hear the actual audio of the video. I probably had to either take notes or answer questions about the video as it played. So it doesn't help the fact that if I couldn't hear the video, then how the hell was I gonna do the fucking, actual whatever we were doing? It made no fucking sense, and they were basically playing favorites in terms of the special ed kid. And it always pissed me off so much, because why should he have more attention than, just everybody in general? Like, why should he get the special attention? And yet, it's funny, because in my past, even though I was autistic as hell, nobody gave me special attention. Nobody fucking... No, I didn't get that treatment at all. And yet, that autistic kid got the special treatment, and yet I never did when I was in elementary school? No, in elementary school, I was the one who got bullied. And yet, in middle school, all of a sudden, oh, you have to treat special ed people with fucking respect. No, fuck that. Why should they get special treatment, get special respect and all that, and get free fucking passes, and yet someone like me couldn't? Because I was the one who was getting bullied in the first place during elementary school, and that's a whole nother situation entirely. And it just doesn't make fucking sense. That's why, I think that was why I was pissed off, was because mainly of the fact that I never got that special treatment as when I was visibly and noticeably autistic, and yet that kid who do the stupidest fucking shit, no, he gets special attention. That's fucking playing favorites right there. The whole fucking class, including teachers, were playing favorites, and everyone else looked down upon me, and in some cases, they actually hated me. And I basically said, you know what? No. Fuck those people. Fuck those people. Because, truth be told, honestly, why? It just doesn't make sense. And I didn't understand the reason why there was a special ed student, and also, it's funny because it's a double-edged sword for me at the time, but, well, actually, it's still a double-edged sword to this day, but for me, it's kind of like, why isn't that special ed person, not in special ed, but they're also in, okay, let me rephrase that. They are in special ed classes, yet they're also in normal classes. How are they in normal classes that they're in special ed? And the reason why it double-edges me with my argument is because, again, I was in special ed. In fact, actually, I was originally supposed to be in special ed to this day, but because of certain circumstances, I showed that I didn't need special ed classes, so there you go. But,
when I was in high school, there were a few special ed kids that, as far as I could tell, there were definitely special ed classes, but there were a select few special ed kids that were in normal classes, like almost all normal classes. Like, for instance, there was a football player at my school who I think was special ed. He was probably one of the most popular kids in the school, yet for some reason he hated my guts, even though I didn't really do anything to him.
Yeah, but, in my circumstances...
And there was another special ed student who needed an aide to be with him in order to, do his work.
Yeah.
But... yeah, he did his work fine, and he graduated with me. In fact, he was a friend of mine, and I walked with him at graduation.
What the fuck? I'm sorry if you hear background noise from me, guys. I don't know
Sorry if you hear background noise from me, like I was interrupted earlier, but...
Well, anyways,
I want to please everybody, so I don't know.
oh yeah, also, since I get to show my webcam now, so, to show what I was talking about earlier, that one kid, this is an ID. Let's pretend this is his ID, and this is my old ID from, like, middle school, I think. Yeah, like, 10th grade, semester 2. Or, wait, no, this is high school, what the fuck? Oh, never
What?
mind, this isn't middle school, this is high school, but nonetheless, we're just gonna pretend that this is the kid's ID, right? He'd fucking literally just, like, be on the floor, and I'm also gonna demonstrate how he specifically did it. He was on the floor. I need to fucking move out of my way, chair. Okay. He was on the floor, crouching like this. Yeah, you can see. He was on the floor like this. I almost knocked down my speaker. And he would do this. And as he did this, he'd say something about basketball. Like, he'd mumble to himself something about, like, some sports bullshit. It's like, 20, 30, 10, 30, 40. And they do shit like that a lot of the time. And it pisses me, it kind of pissed me off because that was the kid who was getting the special treatment. And yet he does shit like that. And then when you looked at me, I never did stupid shit like that. I mean, I just get pissed off at people like him, but I mean, yeah, he got special treatment, and yet I never got special treatment in elementary school. What the fuck? In fact, if anything, I was even worse. And technically, the reason, and also context, in elementary school, I'd be a lot of time bullying the bully for specific reasons, and in a nutshell, the reason why I did that was mainly because old friend of mine that I'm not friends with no more, and I haven't seen him for years. I don't even have his contact info, which I don't really care anymore. Well, I didn't care for a long time. But old friend of mine, we were friends, and then his friends bullied me. I bully his friends back, and then my old friend bullied me, and it'd go like that for the rest of my elementary school. And eventually, I actually remember a conversation I had with a principal and me and the bully, the old friend. And I remember one specific line where he told me that the reason why he bullied me was because that I was bullying his friends. And I specifically asked, what friends? And then I think the principal was like, oh yeah, that's a good question. What friends? I don't remember specifically what she said, but she said something along the lines of that. It's pretty close. But he told me that his friends were the people that were initially bullying me. He didn't understand that, or, well, he did not understand. He didn't know that they initially bullied me. I don't know if I told him that specifically, but despite that conversation, we still didn't become friends, and yeah, I don't even know what he's doing right now. But, if I could explain to him the reason why I would do those kind of things, like if I traveled back in time and explained to him why I would do those things, then it would mainly be because your friends were bullying me initially, and my reaction would be because of my autism, and I didn't know what else to do except bully the other bullies, and I didn't even know that your friends were even friends of yours to begin with. That's pretty much what I would tell them if I could, but of course I didn't. And also because I was being a bully to a bully, I'd also be a bully to a couple other people that I knew at the time, which also, by the way, it's interesting because as I grew up more, I think it was during middle school, I actually saw a couple of those people. In fact, one of those people are actually a fan of my channel, surprisingly. I'm honestly shocked, but I saw those two people that I would initially bully, and, you know, as I grew up, I grew more out of my old habits of autism and up to where I am now, but I would be at that stage where I could actually tell them why I was like that at that time. And I actually did went up and apologized, and they both said no problem, and they actually took it very well, surprisingly. And even though they said it was all right, it happens, I told them no, it was not all right. It was fucked. It literally was fucked. But I mean, I couldn't do anything about it then because autism. But at least I fucking went up to them and apologized for it. So I guess it makes things better to an extent. And yeah, like I said, one of them surprisingly is a fan of my channel, which I did not expect. So, I mean, at least that person knows where I'm, or what I'm doing to an extent. I don't know. I don't know how often he checks my channel, but I know he checks it because he comments on things. But,
who is he?
I can't really explain. I don't even remember what he looks like, to be honest.
No, do you know the username?
His username is the Pokesaurus.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. That's right.
Yeah, that's one of the people that actually did become a fan of my channel. Like, I don't even know. When he became a fan of my channel, I was actually fucking shocked. I don't even remember how he found my channel, to be honest. I don't know if I told him or if he just happened to find it because of luck, but yeah, eventually he did find it, and, you know, I thought that was fucking amazing. So, yeah, I kind of forgot what I was initially talking about.
You were talking about autistic kids.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I guess, basically, at the time, I didn't, and I still don't understand to an extent why people like the freaking ID guy were in such a class. And I also really didn't understand why... Wait, Rockin' Out at Mickey DS? Great podcast. Thanks. I don't know what Mickey DS is, but that's cool. If only we had What's Up 279, yes. We could do his Mickey voice right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, ID guy would do that, and he would get, like, special treatment, and yet I never got special treatment. And it pissed me off because despite me being more autistic at the time, not, like, in middle school, but, like, in elementary specifically, I didn't get any special treatment. I was the one who was getting bullied in the first place. And yet everyone in a bunch of classroom played favorites in terms of me versus him, and including the teachers too. And at one point, it actually became a problem. Hey, Vandulia got a free moment, and he congratulated me. I did my job. Boom.
You know what that means, right?
It's time for the one and only celebration dance. Schnick. Yes. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Hang. 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 Randomness. Lens. Podcast.
Ass-scratching.
Oh, gooders. Oh, grr. I'm sorry. I just want to say that for something. So yeah. Well, it's about 9:10, and
Oh, you went a bit overtime, huh?
Yeah, I went overtime a bit. I know that this podcast usually goes out till like near 10 my time, like more like till about 9:45 my time, but I actually have to end this off a little bit earlier than what we've been doing recently.
Can I say one more thing?
Here, let me explain why I have to end it early. I have to end it early because, as I explained in an earlier story, earlier this podcast, I have to help a friend of mine with his video group, and I have to give something to him by tomorrow, so I need to do whatever work I can tonight and tomorrow morning. So that's why I gotta finish it. So, what was your last thing, Nick?
I just wanted to say that I bought Shovel Knight on PlayStation 4.
You bought Shovel Knight on PS4?
Yeah, and I got the PS3 and Vita versions for free with it. I don't
Really?
usually buy indie games, but they said the price was going to hike on this game in a few months.
Really?
Yeah, because I guess it got a bunch of post-release free content, and the final post-content release is coming out. And when it does, they're hiking the price of the game up.
Wow.
And they have it on sale for $10 right now to promote the sequel that's coming out.
Oh yeah, I think it's only going to be an exclusive on Nintendo Switch, by the way.
Oh, whatever. I bought it on PlayStation because, you know, the PlayStation and Xbox versions have an exclusive boss.
They do?
Yeah, the PlayStation versions have Kratos from God of War, and then the Xbox One version has the Battletoads.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what Nintendo has, because that game initially came out for Nintendo.
Nintendo had co-op, and they're just adding it to the PlayStation and Xbox versions. But yeah, I'm playing it right now. From what I've played, it's one of the few indie games. After wasting money on that piece of shit Fez, I'm happy I bought Shovel Knight.
Fez? Not sure what you're talking about.
Fez is like a platformer game that got massively hyped, and it was like one of the centers of the indie game, the movie. In fact, there was supposed to be a sequel to Fez, but then the creator of the original game got pissy with the fans and game journalists, and he canceled it to spite them.
Wow.
I bought the original Fez when it was ported to PlayStation. Hated it. Hated it. I thought it was going to be a Mario. Maybe it's because I didn't know what to expect from it. I thought it was a Mario style platformer. No, it's an exploration game where you can't. It's a 8-bit exploration game where you can't die. Your only objective is to just randomly look around for squares with not very little story explaining it. And to me, you can't die. There's no incentive to play. The cubes that you have to find have these heavily cryptic puzzles, and I just hated it.
So basically what it is a retarded version of Terraria where it's not open box, you have to do stupid missions. But
Yeah,
in Terraria,
whereas Shovel
retardation style.
Shovel Knight is an actual NES platformer, and you know how there's a lot
I
of...
love how you say NES platformer like it's released for the NES.
No, it emulates an NES game.
I suppose.
But, yeah, it emulates an NES game, and the thing is, you know how most indie games that, try to call back, an old genre often try to be self-parody?
Yeah.
They always have to have, this kind of dry humor that, is meant to parody. Retro City Rampage, has intentional typos representing, Japanese mistranslations and all that.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't think Grand Theft Auto in 8-bit would work anyway, but that's just me. But, yeah, Shovel Knight treats itself seriously, a way an actual Nintendo game would.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I kind of like it that way.
Yeah, I actually have Shovel Knight for the 3DS. I got it when it first came out. It's an interesting game. I never finished it, but it's truly an interesting game. I don't remember how far I played up to, but I think I went pretty far in it. Let's
On the
see.
first stage.
You're on the first stage?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm way
And I'm trying to find
I
out
would be
what
way ahead of you then.
Yes, you are. So, the fuck? Oh, fuck. Enemy.
Yeah. Well, at least I get to play the sequel on the Switch. In fact, actually, well, fuck, I forgot
You
to
get
say...
to play the sequel. Because let's face it, man, these days, you gotta have a sequel.
What is that referencing?
Scream.
Oh my god. Actually, I forgot to explain this in the podcast for some reason. God damn. My Nintendo Switch is actually going to become available for pre-order this Friday at 6 a.m. My original plan was to get it after school, but... and also I say after school because it's on a Friday. But since they said it's going to be available by 6 in the morning, and my school starts at 8 in the morning, that means that when my dad gets home, which is about, I think 6:45 to 7, that will give me time to actually go to the store and get my Switch, and then I'll try and set it up and charge it.
You better safeguard it. Oh, wait, you're taking it home. Never mind.
Well, it's a pre-order, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I basically have it guaranteed at this point. The only thing I need to know now is whether I should pre-order Breath of the Wild online or at a store if possible. I don't know if it's going to be possible at store, but I mean, if they still have it online, then I might have a chance at getting it in store. So I need to figure that out, and I need to also figure out if I'm gonna end up getting the messenger bag or any official case that Nintendo is getting, or if I should get a third-party one where it's cheaper.
Bullshit.
Because I'm thinking about getting the messenger bag because it seems like it carries more things. I have to look further into it because I want to know if it carries like a Pro Controller or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'd use a Pro Controller on the go, but it is a possibility. So, I don't know. I have to look into that, but I think it carries a lot of stuff, if I'm correct. So yeah, that's something to look forward to this Friday. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I'm trying to say specifically other than the catchphrase that Vandalia has. Oh yeah, oh I know how he ends it. Schnick, you want to shout yourself out?
Yeah, so you know me, I do cage videos with Vandalia. In fact, I'm probably going to try and upload one tonight. And I also recently finished Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on Xbox. And I'm going to be uploading those real soon. And my St. Pat Shrek Spectacular to wrap up my Shrek Extra Large Holiday Special series is coming on March 17th. So you don't want to miss that. And also, if any of Vandalia's fans are fans of mine, feel free to go to my channel and suggest licensed games for me to play on any system as early as the PS1. And yeah, then I'll put it to my list, and when it's time to choose another game, I'll put your suggestion in a randomizer, and that's the way I'll probably decide what games I play from now on.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's that.
I love how I text the friend that I'm working with to, like, if he wants to check out the podcast, he had to look up Talking Time with Caffeine on YouTube. And then now he says, all right then. Little does he know that I'm ending it.
Like Shrek, like how Shrek needs to come to an end, the extra large specials.
Oh yeah. As for me, well, you know me, I'm Vandalia. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I wanted to try and emulate what he would say, but I think that failed, and I think I ended up making myself cringy for a moment there. I apologize if I ended up being cringy. Oh, hey! Thanks for showing up, What's Up 279, because we're ending it.
You missed so many good stories in the podcast. Why
yeah, give me a break. I was at my my Nana's 68th birthday. So give me a damn.
There are no excuses.
Yes, there are.
Face! Oh my god!
Yeah, that needs to be the
face
freaking
is
thumbnail right
beautiful.
now.
By the way,
What?
March 3rd, Shrek on Xbox. Adam,
Oh,
you're not
fuck.
fucking getting out of it.
Oh fuck.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Nintendo
fuck.
Nintendo Switch will
you're
save
not
me.
fucking getting out
Breath
of
of
it,
the
Adam.
Wild will save me. I go where the fuck I
Be
want.
happy that that Shrek's face is okay in the Xbox version, okay?
You're
what
gonna
you
be
can
there,
happy
I'm
about.
gonna be there, and Adam, by God, I will fucking drag you by your ear onto there.
Yeah, and I'll be playing the Switch, and I'll probably be let's playing something while
Brandon,
I'm doing it
do you
on
like
the same
Shovel Knight?
time.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I just bought it because they're hiking the price up soon, so I bought it while it's cheap.
My God.
And while Fez pissed me the fuck off, Shovel Knight I actually like. So I should play it while I can.
Guys,
And then after that, I can play Red Faction, Destroy All Humans 1 and 2, and Indigo Prophecy, since those were on sale this week too.
okay, Brandon, since you're here now, shout yourself out.
What? What are we doing?
We're ending
We're
the podcast because you made an excuse, and of course, Schnick's like, no excuses.
Oh, it's Tuesday?
No. If
Yes,
you're
it
there,
is
it's birthday,
Tuesday,
that's
Brandon.
perfectly
You
fine.
forgot the fucking schedule already?
Well, I thought it was
Motherfucker.
Monday still.
Oh my god. Okay, shout yourself
boy,
out so I can end the podcast, please.
What's up, 279 Shrek on Xbox, March 3rd. Adam's not escaping it no matter what.
No, you can't escape. You can't run away.
Is that
Running
it?
away from your... Adam, running away from the awful terror that is Shrek will get you nowhere.
Except
he'll
to
just
Breath
keep
of the-
popping up.
Except to Breath of the Wild, that's where it'll get me.
Because
Yeah,
personally,
Shrek
I
in the
don't
Wild
care
is
if you're
good.
playing the Switch.
Oh my
but
god!
God.
Oh my god! Did you really just say Shrek of the Wild?
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
It's
The Legend of Zelda
tainted!
Shrek of the
Oh,
Wild.
Nintendo
Shrek
God,
overthrew
Shigeru
Ganondorf, and
Miyamoto,
now you
help
need
me!
to
Oh my god! You tainted it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it!
Yeah. Shrek of the Wild.
I fucking
And by
God.
God, Adam, I don't care if you're playing the Switch. I don't care what you're doing. You will show up to Shrek on Xbox. Because the nightmare is going to continue with the tale of Human Onion 2.0.
Can we at least do it at like 4 in
Human
the...
Onion. Oh god.
Can we at least do it at like 4 in the morning so I at least have time for the rest of the day to play Switch?
No.
Fuck!
It's
Okay,
4
whatever.
o'clock
I
in
need
the
to end
morning.
this.
Why on earth are you making chocolate pudding?
You know what time we're going to do it, Adam?
Let me guess. Fucking 12 at midnight.
No. Are you nuts?
No.
7? Gonna be 7 or 8 o'clock. We're going to be doing lots of Shrekky.
Oh, fuck.
What is no but the
Okay, well, just shout out myself. I am MarioTube 101. Expect something with Mario 3D Land. And expect bullshit. Yeah, that's all I gotta
Wrong
say.
answer.
Okay. No, shut the fuck up. Okay,
Expect
I'm ending
a
this
review of the
podcast.
Switch
So
day
if you enjoyed
Yes.
this
Beat
episode,
the first boss.
make sure to shut up. If you enjoy this podcast, make sure to check out the rest of Vandalia stuff, anything Schnicks, What's Ups, and MarioTubes. So, as always, enjoy the randomness. See ya.
That's Vandalia.
Bye-bye.
Phrase.
He wanted me to do that. Fuck you. Fuck you. He specifically ordered me to do that. Oh my god.
Big Bye-bye.
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 Bye.